Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the first live stream celebration of CBV Institute's annual awards and honors. I'm Mary Jane Andrews, President and CEO of CBV Institute, and on behalf of the Institute's leadership, it's my honor to introduce today's program. We are proud to be hosting a virtual celebration that is accessible and safe for all in these unprecedented times. This is a very important day for the Chartered Business Valuator profession. We have been in existence for almost a half a century now. Our CBV education and accreditation program and CBVs themselves have become models for business valuation everywhere. CBV professional excellence as business valuation specialists is second to none. The awards and honors bestowed by the Institute each year celebrate the expertise of the CBV profession overall, and as we showcase the exceptional accomplishment of those who are raising the bar, it inspires the caliber of work we all do as CBVs. The recipients of today's awards and honors are being commended either for academic achievement or outstanding professional performance, which is chosen through a formal process of nomination, selection by the Awards and Recognition Committee and the FCBV and Life Member Subcommittee, and finally, approval from our Institute's Board of Directors. This is a very thorough process and no small feat. So this year, we're excited to recognize the awards and honors recipients of 2020 with members of our CBV community, their colleagues, their friends, and their family on this virtual platform. So let me give you a preview of what will happen. Our awards and honors program will be divided into 3 categories. First, the awards for scholastic achievement will be announced by Christine Sawchuk, the Institute's Director of Education and Accreditation. Next, the award for the top CBV under 40 in memory of David Cornfield will be announced by Bob Bolton, the Institute's Executive Vice President and Chief Operating Officer. And finally, the highest honors that we bestow, the Life Member Designation and the esteemed FCBV, will be announced by Anish Chopra, Chair of our Board of Directors. And after each recipient is recognized, they will be given a chance to make some brief remarks to you. So let's begin the celebration. At this point in the program, I welcome Christine Sawchuk to announce the awards for CBV Scholastic Achievements.
Thank you, Mary Jane, and hello, everyone. As a CBV and the leader of CBV Institute's Education and Accreditation Program, I am proud to recognize our next generation of CBV leaders. After I announce each award, the recipient will come on screen for a few minutes to deliver brief prepared remarks. In 2010, CBV Institute introduced the Scholastic Achievement Award in honor of Ronald Scott, CBV, sponsored by Ernst & Young. This award is presented annually to the student who achieves the highest average mark in all required courses in the CBV Institute Program of Studies. I am very pleased to announce that this year's recipient is Kathy Zhang of PwC in Toronto. Congratulations, Kathy.
Thank you, Christine. I'm very honored and want to thank the Institute for presenting me with the award. I also want to give a shout out to my firm and my teams for encouraging me and just supporting me throughout my CBV studies as well. I found that the program studies integrated nicely with my day-to-day work and also complemented the areas where I had less exposure to as well. It's been a rigorous process, but a very rewarding one as well. And I can still remember writing my first exam back in a physical test center using Secure Exam, but now all of that is done through online and as well as everything else these days as well. Yeah, thank you once again. And I look forward to taking part in future CBV events and workshops and meeting more fellow CBV students and professionals. I'll pass it back to you, Christine.
Thank you, Kathy, and congratulations. The CBV Institute Membership Qualification Exam is the culminating exam in the CBV Institute Program of Studies. To succeed on the MQE requires technical astuteness, professionalism, a lot of hard work, and a passion for the business valuation profession. Today, we celebrate the individuals who rose to the top when writing the 2019 MQE last September. Firstly, I would like to recognize Dennis Ngo of PwC in Toronto. Dennis achieved the 3rd highest mark on the 2019 MQE. Congratulations, Dennis.
Thanks, Christine, and thanks to the Institute today for being able to quickly adapt and put together today's event, which will for sure be a unique and memorable one, but I hope that we'll all be able to get a chance to celebrate and meet each other in person, hopefully next year. I'd like to thank the firm, my firm PwC, including all the partners and the people that I've worked with over the last 3 years for their mentorship and the opportunities that have allowed me to apply the course material to solve real life problems. I really do learn a lot from them, and I think that my success last year is very much attributable to the team. I'd like to also thank all the course leaders for who, despite having full-time jobs, still managed to answer last-minute questions on the forums an hour before the exam. We all appreciate it and thank you for that. Lastly, just a quick shout out to my study buddies, Jordan Hu and Stephen Glennie, for the support throughout the MQE process last summer. We didn't know it at the time, but we were practicing our own version of isolation while we wrote and debrief cases for 8 hours a day for about a month last summer. I'll pass it back to you, Christine.
Thank you, Dennis. Congratulations. Next, I would like to recognize Paloma Navarrete-Rolls of Richter in Montreal. Paloma achieved the second highest mark on the 2019 MQE. Congratulations, Paloma.
Thanks so much, Christine. I'd like to start off by congratulating Olivia and Dennis, who are also honoring today and who I would have much preferred to meet in person versus virtually. I am proud of all of us and all of our hard work. I think this is such an exciting achievement and milestone for me in my professional career, and it's so rewarding to know that all of our hard work has paid off over the last few years. I'd like to thank the Richter team for being so supportive during our studies, and it's just such a great learning environment. Everyone there is so great and supportive. I couldn't have done it without the guidance and mentorship of all of my colleagues, and especially a shout out to my study partner, Zach, who we also just, bunkered down and studied, hoping for the best. I also want to just thank Mike, my family, and the close friends who supported me throughout the whole process of the CBV and getting the designation. And I'm looking forward to participating in all future CBV events.
Thank you, Paloma. Congratulations. Now, I'm very pleased to call upon Olivia Renshaw of KPMG in Halifax. Olivia is the 2020 recipient of the George Evans Award for achieving the highest mark on the 2019 MQE. This award, sponsored by PricewaterhouseCoopers, is named after George Evans, FCBV, who is one of the founders and the first president of CBV Institute. Congratulations, Olivia.
First of all, I'd like to say thank you to the CBV Institute for presenting me with this award, and congratulations to everyone else receiving an award today. We've all worked very hard to achieve this honor, and although we can't celebrate in person, at least we have the technology to be virtually together. Becoming a CBV has been an incredible journey, and I would not have been able to accomplish it with the support from colleagues, family, and friends. From the very start, when I was hired by Mary Jane Andrews to work at KPMG, I've had the privilege of being surrounded by brilliant female mentors. As partners, Mary Jane and Sue Limmer have taught me so much and pushed me to be a better evaluator. As my performance manager, Allison McCrae has been my constant mentor and at-work support system. She's always been there for me, whether it was for a evaluation question or a confidence boost. In my personal life, my mom and my husband, Chris, have been incredibly understanding and patient as I've studied and stressed and ultimately succeeded. Chris even put up with me wedding planning while studying for the MQE last summer. So although the formal academic journey may be over, I know I'll continue to learn and improve as a new CBV and continue to network and see all of you in person. So thank you again to the CBV Institute and congratulations, everyone.
Thank you, Olivia. Congratulations again to Kathy, Dennis, Paloma, and Olivia. This concludes the Scholastic Achievement portion of our awards ceremony. Now, I welcome Bob Bolton to announce the top CBV under 40 in memory of David Cornfield, CA, CBV.
Thanks, Christine. The award I'm about to present embodies the commitment to excellence, which sums up who we truly are as CBVs. We are a membership of highly trained and highly specialized experts and business leaders. What better way to celebrate that than to acknowledge people who have excelled above and beyond in their contributions to our profession. Sponsored by Deloitte, the top CBV Under 40 Award in memory of David Cornfield, CA CBV, is intended to recognize the CBV Under 40 who demonstrates professional excellence, has brought distinction to the profession, and has given outstanding service. Measured through a combination of professional and community endeavors, this award is reserved for an influential CBV on the rise who is inspiring to us for the meaningful ways of giving back to the community while making impressive professional achievements. This CBV is making a difference to the CBV profession. I am pleased to announce that the recipient of the 2020 Top CBV Under 40 Award in memory of David Cornfield is Ashley Holden of Duff & Phelps in Toronto. Since 2011, she has received her CBV designation Ashley has been working, since 2011, when she received her CBV designation, Ashley has been working to promote the designation and raise its profile. She has given back to the CBV community in several ways. For the past several years, Ashley has been involved as a marker in the MQB Marking Center and has served and participated at the CBV Institute Board of Examiners. Furthermore, Ashley avidly promotes the CBV designation and profession to university students and CPA students alike. In addition to mentoring her peers through the CBV study process and MQE, she is also an informal mentor to accounting students at various firms. Through these informal mentorships, she has attracted several young CPAs at Big Four firms to pursue the CBV designation and a career in business valuation. Ashley will now say a few words. Congratulations, Ashley.
Thank you, Bob. I first want to express my gratitude to the Institute. I'm truly honored to receive this award in memory of David Cornfield. When peers reached out to me to offer their congratulations, one of the recurring comments was what a talented and all-around great guy David was. So although I never had the opportunity to meet him, I understand what a huge honor it is to receive this award in his memory. I would like to thank the Duff & Phelps team, led by Scott Davidson, for their mentoring over the years. Duff & Phelps has provided me with the opportunity to complete a variety of evaluations for financial litigation support, corporate finance activities, and financial reporting. 14 years ago, while doing my Master's of Accounting at the University of Waterloo, I signed up for an elective course on valuations. The professor was so passionate that it motivated me to pursue my CBV designation after writing the UFE. It's amazing to think that an elective course led to such an interesting and varied career path. In a small way, I hope I've been able to reciprocate by my work in attracting students to the CBV designation and mentoring young CBVs. Thank you again for this award. I'm truly honored to be part of this community.
Thank you, Ashley, and congratulations again. I now welcome Manish Chopra, Chair of the Board of Directors of CBV Institute, to announce the recipients of our Life Member designation and our Esteemed Fellows designation, the FCDB.
Thanks, Bob, and congratulations to all the deserving individuals who have received their awards. This event is a celebration of your remarkable achievement. We are confident that CBV accreditation builds valuation professionals who become influential business leaders. It is my privilege today to recognize the 2020 recipients of CBV Institute's Life Member and Fellow designations. Life Member standing is a special recognition reserved for CBVs who have attained eminence in the field of business valuation and who are retired from active practice. These members have devoted their careers to furthering the CBV designation and raising its profile. It is my distinct honor to announce that Wayne Albo and Richard Wise have been designated as life members of CBV Institute. Wayne Albo has been a member of CBV Institute since 1978. In fact, he was one of the original board members and served as its chair. Practicing in corporate finance since 1975, he has been one of Canada's foremost experts in business valuation and transaction advisory services. Wayne was one of the most prominent CBVs in the 1980s, just as the profession was gaining traction and recognition. He is also an FCBV. Through his professional achievements, leadership positions, service to the profession, and notoriety throughout the business valuation community, Wayne has attained eminence in the field of business valuation and is highly deserving of the Life Member designation. Congratulations, Wayne. Richard Wise has practiced for over 50 years, specializing in business valuation and financial litigation support. He served on CBV Institute's board of directors from 1977 to 1989 and served as its chair from 1986 to 1989. Richard has received CBV Institute's Communicator Award 4 times. He has been a valuation advisor to the Canadian Justice Department, the Canada Revenue Agency, the Quebec Financial Markets Authority, as well as the Attorney General of Ontario. Through his professional achievements, leadership positions, and service to the profession, Richard has achieved eminence in the field of business valuation as one of the founders and leaders of the profession in Canada and the United States. Richard's enthusiastic and effective involvement in the governance of various valuation professional organizations in North America, coupled with his prolific authorship of scholarly articles and conference presentations during the past 4 decades, have positioned him as an icon in our valuation profession and highly deserving of the Life Member designation. Congratulations, Richard. Now, unfortunately, neither Wayne nor Richard could join us today to accept their recognitions, but we congratulate them for their amazing achievements. The Fellow designation is reserved for CVVs who have provided distinguished service to the business valuation profession and brought it significant recognition. The FCVV designation is the highest honor that the Institute can confer. It is a great pleasure for the Institute's leadership to grant the fellowship designation to 2 extraordinary CVVs. I will introduce each honoree to you in alphabetical order. First, it is my honor to recognize Richard Ginsberg, FCVV. Richard is the National Service Line Leader, Value Advisory at Deloitte in Toronto. In his role, he is responsible for setting the strategic direction for Deloitte's value advisory practice, as well as the financial advisory practice in Canada. Richard has dedicated himself to the profession since obtaining the CVV designation in 2003. He has led the profession from 2010, first as a member of the board of directors, and ultimately as its chair in 2016. He has committed countless hours to CVV Institute by serving on many task force and committees, including chairing both the professional practice and standards and accreditation committees. Richard was also a course developer, MQE exam coordinator, and MQE marker. He was awarded the top CVV under 40 in memory of David Kornfeld, CA CVV, in 2015. Shifting away from the office, Richard has volunteered for many organizations. His community involvement includes volunteering as team manager for the Richmond Hill Stars hockey team and with Deloitte's Impact Day. Through his outstanding service and contribution to CVV Institute, along with his exceptional professional achievements and leadership positions, Richard has provided distinguished service to the business valuation profession and brought it significant recognition. Congratulations, Richard.
Thank you, Anish, and congratulations to my fellow award recipients today. You are also very impressive and extraordinary, which is a good segue for just how humbled I am to be presented the distinguished honor of fellow in front of my peers of chartered business valuators. I know firsthand via my international experiences that you are all a beacon of light across the globe in the valuation community, whether it be through our standards, our education, our community, or our kinship. CBVs represent the gold standard for professional excellence in the world of finance, and I am so proud to be deemed a fellow of this esteemed order. Throughout my career, whether it be in service to the board, the MQE program, as a Deloitte partner, or through my client interactions, I've had the privilege of working alongside so many FCBVs that have had such a positive and meaningful impact on the shape of the profession and my career. To be named alongside such an elite group of professionals astounds me, and I hope I will do my part to leave a positive legacy of mentorship on the shape of the profession the way each of them did in their own right. Now, there are so many individuals I would be remiss in not thanking in my few minutes of fame, most notably the team that nominated me of Isaiah Pasquale, Andrew Secord, Talia Abramowitz, Alex Lurie, Avela Dingalova, Pierre Tang, Sahar Ashraf, and Frank Fatisse. I would also like to acknowledge all the Institute boards I had the pleasure of serving upon for their hard work and devoted commitment to the entirety of the CBV constituents, including the respective boards led by Isaiah Pasquale, Carl Merton, Farley Cohen, Brian Keogh, Denny Goulet, Rob Doran, Pierre Maillet, and Sue Loomer. I would also like to acknowledge the unwavering leadership rendered by the CBV Institute staff during my tenure on the board. That included Mary Jane, Bob Bolton, Deborah Hanlon, Christine Sawchuk, Judith Ross, Isabel Natale, Catalina Miranda, and Kathy Richards. And I would certainly be remiss if I did not thank the team of partners and professionals at Deloitte who team with me every day, that have mentored me, supported me, and most importantly, inspired me throughout my career. There are too many of them to name, but they know who they are. We all share the same battle scars. So a heartfelt and enduring thank you to all of you. Lastly, I would like to thank my wife Amanda and my kids Jake and Ariel, and the rest of my family for fueling my passion every single day to do more than just go to work, but rather to get to work and inspire others to do the same. This is, of course, despite the fact that Amanda continues to jest that she always knew I was an effing CBV, and all of you were just catching up. As a final remark, at this time, I am reminded of my dear friend and colleague, David Cornfield, CA CBV, who was taken away from us all much, much too soon, but in such a short period of time, left such a huge legacy within the profession, the testament to which is our very own top CBV Under 40 award presented to Ashley today, who I know will continue to demonstrate excellence in David's honor. For those of you who did not know David, or only by folklore, David was known for his infectious enthusiasm as he passionately inspired so many CBVs like myself via his tireless mentorship, through his professional practice, academic leadership, institute endeavors, and client service excellence. It is my hope and wish that we all recognize, as David did so many years ago, that it is that over-rotation towards mentorship and not standards or marketing or even technology that will be the hallmark tenet for future-proofing our profession. Thank you again for bestowing me this honor, and I hope in the future to mentor others towards receiving it just the same. Stay safe, everyone.
Thank you, Richard, and congratulations again. Next, it's an honor to introduce Arun Sequeira, FCBV. Arun is the founder and chairman of Sequeira Partners, which is one of Western Canada's leading transaction advisors. His expertise includes sourcing, negotiating, and structuring mergers and acquisitions transactions, raising capital, and providing valuations and fairness opinions to private and public companies. Arun has been involved with CBV Institute since 1992, when he was a member of the Calgary Workshop Committee. Since 2009, he has either been a member of the Congress Organizing Committee or given presentations at 5 conferences. Arun's community involvement is extensive. He was the director, treasurer, and chair for the Citadel Theatre and the Alberta Association of Community Living. He has served on numerous boards, including First Industries, DenCorp Online, the Alliance of International Corporate Advisors, and Glory Lutheran Church Council. Arun is also the founding member of the Business Council of Alberta and the Alberta Indigenous Opportunities Corporation Ministerial Advisory Council. Through his exceptional professional achievements and his leadership positions in the community, along with his outstanding service and contribution to CBV Institute and other business-related organizations, Arun has provided distinguished service and brought significant recognition to the business valuation profession. Congratulations, Arun.
Thanks very much for your kind introduction, Anish, and congratulations to all the award recipients. It truly is an honor to be in your ranks. In the early 90s, I had the opportunity to work on evaluation somewhat by accident, and little did I know then that one assignment would shape my career. It sparked an interest in valuations, and I proceeded to get my CBV. So that, I guess, accidental event really did change my life. I'm very humbled and thankful to receive the fellow designation and have many people and many groups to thank. And I'll start with the CICBV just on the eve of the organization's 50th anniversary. It's amazing how far the CICBV has come from original formation, I think in 1971, prompted by tax legislation changes. Tremendous tribute to the visionaries that started the Institute and the tireless work of staff and volunteer boards and other volunteers over the years to make it what it is and to give us the value today of that designation. A big thanks to the clients I've had the pleasure to work with over the years. I've had the opportunity, and our firm has had the opportunity to measure the value, to realize on the value in my M&A work. And I've really benefited from working with some great business owners, business leaders, financial professionals, and seeing them create the value they've created that we get to measure and realize upon has truly been a pleasure and a blessing. Thanks to my colleagues at the firms I have worked with over the years. Somebody told me once, surround yourself with smart, passionate people and the rest will take care of itself. So that strategy worked well. It wasn't hard to find people smarter than me, and I'm going to keep using that strategy because it has worked so well over the years. A big shout out and thanks to my young colleague, Scott Atchison, who I'm sure one day will be receiving awards from the CICBV as well for putting my name forth, to all of my other colleagues at Sequoia Partners that assisted with the nomination, to my friend and former colleague, Rob Doran, FCBV, that signed off on the application, to the CICBV nominating committee and for bestowing this honor on me, and shout out to Bill Armitage, the past chair. Bill, it truly was a pleasant surprise. I did not know that I had been nominated, so it was a pleasant surprise indeed to hear from you that I had been conferred this honor. In the mid-60s, my parents took a big leap of faith moving from the south of India to northern Alberta in the middle of November. So the story goes it was plus 35 when they left and minus 35 when they arrived in Edmonton. So a big thank you to them for taking that leap of faith and creating the opportunities for their family. And a big thank you to my family. One of the consequences of a successful career can be many sacrifices by your kids and spouse, etc. And I'm eternally grateful for their patience in putting up with the long hours and the work schedule. So to close off, just wanted to relay a story from my early days. Shortly after I'd gotten my CA, back in the day, a senior partner at the firm I articled with was having a chat with me, and he said the test of a true professional was to be recognized and respected by your peers. So as I reflected on that, I often wondered whether that was advice he gave all the newly minted CAs, or whether I had done something here to deserve the advice, that maybe I was getting outside the lanes, maybe being a bit brash, and he was giving me a gentle reminder that at the end of the day, you want to be recognized and respected by your peers. So that has weighed on me over the years as to why was he telling me that. So by getting this fellowship designation awarded by my peers, it certainly has taken a burden off my shoulders. So I'm very grateful for that. So thanks everyone for being on this virtual session today. It really is appreciated to have this opportunity to speak to you. Look forward to seeing everyone in person, perhaps at the next conference, and please stay safe.
Thanks and congratulations, Arun. This concludes the official program. Congratulations again to all the awards and honors recipients who have been celebrated here today. To everyone watching the public live stream, we're delighted you could join us, especially during these extraordinary days of 2020. We wish everyone well, and please stay safe. See you next year for Awards and Honors 2021.